勝負。さすがに少々大人げないが、ルーの敵は歌ダブロン。いや、安めで助かる。
難しそうに見えて結構簡単なんですね。
You know, at the end of the day, these shows that we watch, like Farming Life in Another World, episode 5, they're fiction, and one of the things that really drives home the fiction for me, and this could just be a personal inadequacy within my own self, is if I were beamed, reincarnated, moved over, whatever, if I landed in another world in some way, shape, or form that was way back when things just didn't exist, I am realizing that there are very few things that I could completely just recreate from memory, right? This episode showed us a few things. A, we got our curry. We got our curry episode, right? We got our standard curry episode, which, you know, there's a few things that is consistent with Japanese media. Beach episode, curry episode, somebody got a cold, right? It's like a plague. Like the Japanese cold has taken millions of lives, right? And I think there's usually like one more event. Oh, like a Hanabata or like a fireworks or like a festival type thing. So those are kind of like the consistent tropes that we get almost in every single anime. Like it's very rare that we get one, even in another world, that doesn't have some of these things. But outside of not being able to make curry from scratch, and I know how to make curry, with the little cubes and with a recipe, right? Like following a recipe, but doing it straight from the dome, impossible. I would not be able to pull it off. So that's the first thing that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'd be screwed here. Like I can fry up some chicken. That's we're only gonna go so far here, right? The other piece is they get stuck in the winter, or they get stuck inside for the winter, which I'm glad that they prepared some of the ideas he had there, like the agricultural stuff. On a personal level, like I'm not, an agricultural genius by any means, but on a personal level, there's some of them that I do understand. I'm like, okay, yeah, like drainage, getting prepared for the winter. There's certain things that I understand about, preservation and things like that. So it's like, okay, I can wrap my head around not all, but a few of these things, and I wouldn't completely be ass out, being awful. But then we move on to the secondary thing where they're inside and he has to create games and stuff. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, I know how to play chess. I know how to play checkers. I know how to play mahjong. I don't remember how to recreate any of those effing pieces, right? Like, if I would be like pawn, rook, queen, bishop. Okay, maybe at best. I'm talking like at best, I could make the chessboard. At best. But recreating the mahjong board, impossible. Like, no. And then being able to clearly go over every single rule with this game that I just created, impossible. Like impossible. Like there's just no way. And this man is, and it might be, and I can hear some of you saying already, well, he laid in a hospital bed for gosh knows how many years. All he had time to do was watch TV and absorb information. No problem. Even if I were to sit here and watch TV for 5 years straight, your boy would not be retaining all of that information. You might be built different. I just don't have that photographic memory. I just simply don't. So I am just in awe of all the things that he was able to create. Again, I can wrap my head around a few of the things. I can wrap my head around some simplistic stuff. But when he got into, like, the curry one, really, like, that one really gets me. Like, going from, like, the cumin to the cilantro to it's like, I could remember, like, certain things. But like how to remember like the powder, the recipe, the order, like I just like I'm thrown off there. Like that's a lot for me. You know what I mean? And I imagine for the standard, Japanese person these days, they're not exactly growing this shit in the garden and making it themselves. They're just going to your curry bar or, like your ramen stand too. It's like ask them to make it from scratch, right? They can also follow a recipe like every other person in existence. But it's like I think my point is like they're not these superhero photographic memory folks either. They're just like us in a different country kind of thing. So I just always find that in amazement. But overall, this episode was really good. It ended with Zabuton awaking from her slumber and notifying everybody of a dragon. One of two things are gonna happen. They're either gonna band together and take down this dragon, get some dragon meat, or he's gonna tame this dragon in some way, shape, or form. And a dragon is going to join their ranks. A dragon is going to live among them and be able to do things that the other animals like Kudo can't do. So that's how I feel like the episode will end for sure. The rest of the episode, though, like they created the new house. The new house is bomb diggity. It's fire. It's fire times 11. So I thought that was incredible to watch. I love how the elves put in a mating room there. I am over it, though, where, Mr. Machio there, he's like, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Nothing to see here. Cannot see mating. Definitely not sex stuff. I'm a little bit over that whole entire thing. I am just over it. Every time it happens, I scoff. And I'm just like, bro, like, you're telling me you're going to be spending, at this point, 3 or 4 years with these girls, and you haven't just asked them, like, hey, can elves mate with humans? Just ask any of them. Just pick one. Just pick one of the 16 there. Hey, can elves mate with humans? Hey, can vampires mate? Can angels mate with humans? I'm sure the answer is going to be a resounding yes. So they're not setting up a mating roof to go scissor each other. They're setting it up there for you, Machio. Get with the fucking program, bro. It really just drives me crazy. All right. Now, outside of that, I like how he set up an area for his statues and his dogs. I like how he set up an area for statues. He made the gods, which I thought was really cool. And then he made the dogs, like Kudo in them. So I thought that was really cool. I like how Lou and Tia have been butting heads with each other, and they take it. They compete in a game. They basically have called a truce over Machio since they got there, but they competed in a game. So I thought that was really cool. I like how Lou and Tia also begin researching cilantro and spices because the dogs don't like them. They are still very scared of the dogs because the dogs apparently are like they can take down towns and nations. Kind of, they're so powerful. They're some powerful ass beast. And the last piece of it is the last piece is them just getting ready for the winter, which we really kind of like talked about. So overall, I really like this episode a lot. I thought it was a really cute episode. This just kind of it's nothing to do with the anime. It just put in perspective of like, I would just be like not on the same level as any of this at all. Like best case scenario, your boy gonna like I can make like a little steak. Like a little steak out of some wood, what I mean? Vampire shows up like, look, I got you. That's about it, though, So just kind of put it in perspective, like, I would not be on the same level as any of these people at all, which I thought was cool. But overall, I really liked the actual episode. I really liked it quite a bit. I thought it was cute, and it was entertaining to watch. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. If you made it to this point, hit me with the like and drop an emoji down in the comments or your thoughts. Either one, I would definitely appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the ending with the dragon. Let me know what you think about Lou and Tia's. I'm going to give you options here. Let me know what you think about Lou and Tia's competition. Let me know what you think about the mating room. Let me know what you think about them getting prepared for the winter. And let me know what you think about the lack of them conveying how much time has passed. Because based on what you guys have told me in the comments, at this point, we're at like 3 to 5 years that have passed, which is incredibly interesting. So let me know what you guys think about all that. All right, friends. Peace.